Hello and here we go again. I'm not sure if I decided to make this the start of a new episode or not. It's been a wee while since I last played or recorded anyway. And it just came to my attention after watching some part of someone else's playthrough that I was in an armor set somewhere in there that I missed, and a madman's knowledge, which I may as well also try and grab. And also I want to spoil myself some things about the Ludwig fight. But that's secondary. It'll be a fun fight. Here we go. Butcher's armor. How am I alive? The thing in there is just a madman's knowledge, but I want it anyway. And consider it a matter of pride. Almost got shot by the cannon there. I was distracted when the leopard gecko that I keep in my room made a wee noise. Anyway, there we go. Now let's check up this armor. Butcher's mask. Mask of the Madras twins, denizens of the Forbidden Woods, likely to belong to the older of the two. But the twins grew up in silent kinship with a poisonous snake. Eventually they learned human ways and became hunters. When they discovered vermin, even in their beloved snake, the younger brother is said to have murdered the older. Ooh. But both the twins became hunters and brought back and dissected their beast prey in order to support the villagers in their forbidden research. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, yeah, this really does look like somewhere between a butcher's garb and, it's like butcher's garb with an executioner's helmet to it. And compared to what I usually use, the stats on it aren't half bad. It's got some nice resistances, except for in terms of fire. But I might just be comparing that to but that might just be the bone ash mask I usually wear is good against fire. And also it seems bolt. I just came to a thought of something. It seems looking at the beasthood thing at the bottom there. Some items either have relatively high or they are rock bottom in terms of that. I wonder if that tells you anything lower beast. Does hunter beast stuff have a higher or lower beasthood for comparison's sake? Like this bone ash mask, it only has 8. And it belongs to, well, basically crazy pyromaniacs in the Chalice dungeons. It looks like it would be useful if we encounter poison. Oh, definitely useful in the Forbidden Woods. We'll go for the butcher's trousers, so they seem a bit better than the bone ash leggings. Also, a small update about the channel that any of you watching this will have doubtlessly noticed by now. Starting from yesterday, from my perspective, I have figured out how to compile my several video segments into a single larger episode, and I've also added a custom thumbnail which I developed myself. Too early. And another thought I've had, given how long Ludwig's taking me, is since when following my usual upload schedule, well, I will inevitably run out of the stuff to upload before I beat this guy, and I'm not sure how I'm going to handle my what so far is almost a week-long death streak. Dave Street. Sorry, hiccup. I'm thinking about starting Dark Souls 2 earlier than I intended. But of course, so for following the logic I'm using in that, but you. Before I upload this actual video where I'm saying I'll play Dark Souls 2, I'll have already uploaded Dark Souls 2. So that's pretty much a useless thing to... rather useless observation. That was a bad angle for him to use that attack. No, normally I think the way to get past that would probably be to duck behind him. It's also quite hard to tell what he's going to do because he's an amalgamation of flailing limbs that appears to be somewhat equine in nature. Basically, he looks like some sort of octohorse. About to charge. No, he's going to spew. Oh, so interesting facts about that attack. It comes from an extra head, which, if you look during his introductory cutscene, is filled with eyes on the inside. I think that was the dash. And dead. Probably run instead of roll. I'm what I think I'll do if it goes on, yeah, for an unreasonable period, if I go on a truly unreasonable period without beating this guy, I'll go do some more progression, level up a bit, and get some levels my weapon. Since this being New Game Plus, it's probably expected of me to have a plus 10 weapon. Oh, it's not. In fact, this area is probably fairly end game. I mean, since, you know, it's Ludwig. He's a kind of a very big deal. Also, so something you really have to question about Ludwig. Why is he a horse? At least until now, I've only came in two varieties. So it's the vaguely canine type ones, and they're supposed tick beasts. But why a horse? That was new. I'm suddenly reminded I meant to use the Blade of Mercy on this guy. Well, I wouldn't say I was doing fairly alright damage wise. My main problem is dodging it, is a combination of dodging his attacks and the amount of damage they themselves deal. Also, I'm going to miss that wee lunge that the whatever it's called that I've been using has. Well, this is a bit faster. And you seem to, and it seems like it's a weapon you have to. What's the word? It's kind of something, but when you start attacking with it, you're not quite as much left into that attack chain. No, you don't. It's not a weapon that that when you use it, you commit to quite as much. I'll make it so if this doesn't work, I'll go back and level more and upgrade my weapon. Why would I charge towards him, game? Why do you think I would want to do that? I was not pressing forward. Also, another complaint about that charge attack. It still it more or less instantly kills you if you're on the side of him. It just has to glance you and you're dead. But anyway, I'll go level now. So. I'll now cut this video. Wrong button. Hang on. Hold on. As I was about to say before I was interrupted by the wildlife, I thought to show off this NPC here who, from what I understand, is the guy who runs the league. Also, a funny story in how this door got opened. I was doing some invading, and this guy invades me, just comes over this way, opens his door for me while I'm sat just in front of his lamp like this, just to see what happens. And we end up basically communicating via expressions. Yeah, he just sits down and lets me kill him. So I thanked him for opening the shortcut. But anyway, let's talk to this guy with the Solar inspired helmet. Out of curiosity, is this the constable's uniform? From what I'd heard of. I'm sure I've heard things about the armor set. With the things I've heard about him, I'm sure he was referencing the constable set. No. I'm sure I remember something about a minor allusion to him in some armor set's description. Time for charge attacks. Well, let's talk to him.
Ah, a new face, I hear. And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League? Yes, as a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
And I've gained impurity.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League.
This guy sounds angry. As it seems, this guy set up to be. He's turning out to be a Bloodborne Solier. Passionate about what he does once you do get basically calls you to help. Is involved in co-op. Has a bucket helmet. And all that stuff. He's Bloodborne Solier.
Now, there is one thing you must know. By the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin. Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin, ridding us of any trace of human corruption. And so, until we are rid of all vermin, you must continue to hunt and kill. This bloody fate is ours alone. Do not expect the world to grasp our work. But remember, the Confederates will always have my blessing, and each other. Always. The League exists, and this do not. And
so does anything happen when I use a vermin in front of him and squish it?
the League do and
Any reaction?
the League and so they do not and
Let's see if anything happens when I leave and reload. And also, I'll equip Impurity. Boost max an extra 2% health for co-op. Well, it's nice to have around if you're going to be using co-op. It can be a bit easy to die during a boss fight. A carol rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. This rune discovered inside the Forbidden Beast Eater. The Forbidden Beast Eater. Yeah, I thought there was something to do with the constable stuff. That same legend. Okay, and it came to symbolise impurity and the oath of the League. Confederates of the League cooperate with hunters from other worlds and hunt to discover vermin. Vermin rive within filth and are the root of man's impurity. Crush all vermin without hesitation. So does that mean that Baltar is the guy from the legend? Anything going on now?
very good. You've crushed some vermin. I'm the master of the League. I can see it in your eyes. I'm pleased. This makes you a true fellow of the League. A Confederate. Now, take this stuff. A symbol of our oath. Of our blood-drenched fate.
A League staff. and League oath.
You'll be welcomed as a true Confederate. Go forth with renewed vigor. In short time, you will see how the mission takes hold of one's spirits. Hello, Confederate. Has your stomach turned at the world of man, so wondrously wretched and brimming with unsightly vermin, much like our very own mission?
So it's something after you need to wonder about Souls games. Why does everyone, and I mean everyone, have some maniacal Saturday morning cartoon villain laugh? Everyone, really. Well, maybe not Dark Souls 2. That's the one game I've checked out. But other than that, everyone.
Hello, Confederate.
And then probably Dark Souls 2.
Your stomach not turned at much.
Anyway, let's check some things out. I pulled up the staff to do it. Nice. Why am I in that menu? Hide the directory listing the names of all League Confederates. The League staff is a sign of a Confederate. A directory within the hilt lists the names of fellow Confederates. Members of the League brandish their staff to indicate themselves to fellow members of the League. There shall be no sympathy for those engaged in the bloody mission of the League. No matter that an oath must be taken to uphold the illusion. So, it's the guy who's crushed most of it there than that. 7,177. Where am I listed on this? Most people seem to be around the 100 vermin range. I can just press square to show me. That shows that person there. It just flat out doesn't show how many vermin I've crushed. It's the vile blood register equivalent. I'll do another quick load in, load out, and then see if anything else changes. Since I think I've crushed a grand total of 3 vermin now. So that there might be one for crushing your first vermin, and then one for any of the others. Why am I going that way? So sorry, hiccup.
Hello, Confederate. Turned.
And no, nothing has changed yet. Yep, so I'll save this now. This was just a wee side thing I meant to have a look at. Right. So I've done some leveling. Thing. I haven't completely finished yet, but just getting a small update here on ongoings on. I'm not done leveling, but I've got a couple more points of vitality. I've crushed more vermin, and with something that Volter said, it sounded like he was about to die. So I'm exiting and reloading. He said that doing something was his final task. So I wonder if that means anything. Oh. He's gone. And left his helmet. Master's iron helm. An iron helm resembling an upside down bucket. Yep, the classic bucket head. A single hole allows one to peek out with a single eye, which is probably all that its original owner had. The iron helm is passed down among masters of the league, but Volter had in fact lost the ability to see vermin long ago. Lost the ability to see vermin. I wonder what exactly that means. Whoa. What are you? Where do you come from? Wait, is that one of the Madras twins? That was the butcher's armor set. Yeah, that's how definitely the butchers say it. What was that? Well, that did nothing at all. Yeah, he's got fire paper. What? That didn't go as desired, but that was a giant snake he summoned. That's definitely the younger Madras twin. This feels like a boss fight. And the Madaras whistle. What was Madras? It's Madaras. I'll just quickly read that. Oh, it requires 18 blood tinge. It's a blood tinge based arcane item essentially. Whistle of the Madras twins, the denizens of the Forbidden Woods. The twins grew up alongside a poisonous snake and developed a silent, inhuman kinship. The poisonous snake grew uncontrollably, raised on a healthy diet of beast entrails. Even after their deaths, it is said to respond to the call of the twins' whistle from within the nightmare. Interesting. Well, that small update went far longer than expected. So, bye.